It's sunshine. So today is my birthday. I'm 52 years old, and if I do say so myself, I am rocking it. I just wanted to let you know what I've been up to because I've been up to a lot. So first of all, I want to share with you this rock circle. Last month, I was inspired to follow my intuition. I came out here and I made a rock circle. It was not nearly this elaborate. Since then, I've been studying more about Norse mythology and the Norse gods and this symbolism, and it's really helped me to harness some of those energies to my advantage and asking those gods for help and guidance. And asking the elves to communicate with the dwarves and give me the tools that I need for abundance in my life, which is amazing to me how much abundance I actually already had in my possession. And I'm going to share some of that with you. So, a couple of weeks ago, I was out doing my morning meditation and I heard my dove cooing, and she was sitting up here on this fence. And it started a thought process about being a bird on a fence and the duality of some uh, narrative that I had been holding on to for a very long time, which has kept me very stuck. Something I used to say a lot was that my life feels like I'm in this constant struggle of climbing up the fence, and just before I get to the top, I fall back down. And I thought to myself, well, even if I get to the top and I get over the other side of the fence, I'm still fenced in. And what the dove showed me was that sitting on top of the fence, that I have the opportunity to spread my wings and fly. And it is about movement. And fearless action does not necessarily mean that you have to be a warrior who engages in battle. Sometimes fearless action is to just move, to try something new. In all the years that I engaged in drug use, it really took away my creative energy. And so the dwarves absolutely have blessed me with the tools that I've needed to motivate through creative energy. So let me show you what I've been doing. So there were some YouTube videos that were presented to me about acrylic flow painting. And I'd like to show you the first three pieces. I actually can't wait to do larger canvases, but what I have done so far, this is my first attempt. I do call this one Bird on a Fence because it was that day that I actually did that pour. And this is my second one, which I really love the colors in that. Uh, at first I called it Black Hole Sun, but it's the colors of Leak Project's logo. So Rex, thank you. You have taken me on a journey that of deeper understanding and doing all of these ancient text study that really has brought me to a place of far greater understanding, and I appreciate that so much. This was my last one. I really, really, really like this one. At first, I saw the red as a phoenix rising from the water, from the sea. But, hi, Day Day. But what I see now is the earth and a volcano and the lava going into the sea, creating more earth. And it just is really inspired me to use some different techniques in acrylic flow painting. One of the other things I'm going to do is this. Hi, my pretty girl Delilah. So I have all these like old glass vases and just glass dishes. I mean, I have a billion of them over here. So I'm going to try the acrylic flow painting, and some of these things, might have been like a 50-cent item. Uh, but I think with the giving it a new life and even furniture and repurposing it with acrylic flow painting on there, that there's a really great opportunity to just really make some money, honestly. And I'm all down for that. So I'm really excited about trying those. Okay, so also, as you guys know, I've been doing some of this, learning how to do some crystal wire wrapping, and this was my latest attempt right here, getting a little more elaborate with it. So it's pretty exciting, and I've got some woodworking ideas incorporating some astrological symbolism and stuff like that. I've also been doing a ton of writing. I've already filled one composition book. I'm writing a best-selling novel, guys, and I had to get more composition books just to really more organize what it is that is coming to me in leaps and bounds. I hesitate to make videos about it because I want my information. It's crazy because my phone is constantly telling me your data isn't backed up. And it's been so frustrating, but I think that it's probably the God saying you need to do more research, you need to learn some more. So that's why I haven't been doing videos. So I really am going to focus on doing a lot more writing though as well, and write that bestseller and all the other amazing empires that I'm in the process of manifesting. So one of the things, say hi, Day Day. No, no, not the couch. So one of the things that I have mentioned before is that throughout my lifetime, I had collected all of these things that I'm using here in my meditation, prayer altar kind of thing. And I just find it fascinating. I mean, the things that just keep happening more and more, but this is amazing to me. So I had mentioned to you that my magic wand, that I remembered about my magic wand. Um, and I was looking at this crystal that I got, which is really amazing. It's like you can see the universe in it. And I was looking at it and it's like, oh, well, that fits perfect on that side. And I don't know if you guys remember, I had made this, a friend gave me this stone, and I had made this coil, my first coil necklace wrap. And anyway, I don't know what made me think of this or try this or whatever. But I don't know if you can see in this stone, there's like some etching. And when I put it on this side of my wand, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but those etchings fit my wand perfectly, and it blew my mind. So many things have blown my mind. One of them is, I don't know even how to really say this other than just to say it. I know that I am, my lifetime, this isn't just something recent. This isn't just some mind fuckery. This is something far more amazing that's happening with me. And it is about the divine feminine wisdom, and and I don't know. So I realized a while back that one of my gifts is the love that I put into building community. And I thought about the characters, the princess characters, and how, the princess she loves the people and they love her back, and everyone's life is wonderful. And then the wicked queen comes along and wants to put her under a sleeping spell or lock her into a tower, and the community all goes to hell. And I resonate, and I realized that, the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, there's something about the love that she shows to besides it being a metaphor for the fool's journey, it's also what I see is she comes across these men who are important in her life, and helps to give them their deepest desire, and fulfilling what they need to become whole, if that makes sense. And I think about, the first time I read Sophia's story, and how, she all she wanted to do was create a child with her husband, and love her creation and be loved back by her creation, and because her husband wouldn't fulfill her desires, she had a transgression, and she's paid a dear price for that. But I understand her energy, and I understand why it happened. And I think that these stories that have been, written by men and passed down over the centuries, I think about, the Norse gods, and Frigg, and her energy of unconditional love, and 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 the story about the dwarves and her sleeping with the dwarves. Guys, I don't think she slept with the dwarves. I think that she gave them love in some way. I think that there's part of that poem that is missing, and it's the feminine narrative. And so this is the energy that I'm working with, and what I'm thinking is this time is a time to fill in those missing pieces in those stories. So anyway, just in brief, that's where I'm at. And so I'm manifesting some best-selling novels. I'm manifesting a foundation to teach children about metaphysics, to teach teachers and parents about metaphysics, all the different studies of metaphysics that I think can really help change all of our lives. So anyway, that's what I'm doing. It's a lot, but I'm 52 years young, and I still have a lot of years to build that empire, and that's exactly what I'm doing. And to all my warriors, all of you, male and female, it's time for us to continue to come together and rewrite these stories, and our own stories, and to become wisdom, and teach each other about that and how to do that. So much love to all. I hope you are all enjoying your process at this time of being all that you can be. Bye now.